Good evening, Chuck. Thanks for tuning in, old buddy. Tonight we're going to start doing the rigging on my Jylland. I already started on the. I already posted the video today, 2 parts. So tonight we're going to do the forestays and the backstays on the main mast right here. Have you heard anything more on your USS Missouri, your paper model? Have they tried to negotiate some way of getting you your kit, buddy? Okay, Bruce, sounds good. 12 o'clock noon tomorrow will be a good time. That'd be excellent. Okay, thanks for letting me know about this stuff. Very appreciative. Thank you, buddy. Your Sea Witch, I got your pictures on my mail that you sent me. It looks very good. You did an excellent job in that Sea Witch. It looks beautiful. Like I say, I will catch up with mine. Okay. Oh, I'll check the out more. See who's on there. Yeah, Mr. Trump, he's trying to get this up liquidated, get this shutdown going. That Chuck Schumer and the rest of those guys are really screwing up everything. Like I say, it eventually bites you on your rear end anyway. These guys they're done. Just a matter of time they're gonna be in handcuffs. Mr. Trump knows what's going on. He's gonna get this place straightened out. I will tell you something. In my 80 years of my life, there's only two presidents that did exactly what we voted for. Mr. Kennedy was one of them, and Mr. Trump is the other. And Mr. Trump is doing exactly what we all voted him for. He's getting the cesspools all drained out and get people start thinking again. And he's going to get this shutdown over with. And eventually, probably, the Lord's willing, the creeks don't rise. Maybe another couple more weeks now, you'll probably get your USS Missouri. What worries me is a lot of us buy these Ford models, like I mentioned on my video I posted today on the Jylland. Companies like Chocolate Air, Berry Fire, Mantua, James Marines, Latina Arcena, and Coral kits, and a lot of these other kits that are actually across the pond because of these tariffs, you know. Like I say, to find out if they're available, because we got distributors in this country that buy to get this stuff from there, and then send it to us, distribute it to us. So check out where you distribute it first. They have it in stock, then you go ahead and buy. That's about the only way I know. The worst push comes to shove, you're going to have to deal with eBay. Okay, put my pep over there. Get started. Make a knot of this rigging going. But now I'm going to work on the lower forestay for the Namus. Was working with B24, but like I mentioned on the video today, I can't be able to do it because I'm running out of model materials. I need some clear gloss and clear matte varnish. I had none of that. So I can't do nothing. Okay, where's that? Okay. What the hell happened? Oh man, are you serious? That thing came up the dead eye right there. The son of a fuck. Now we gotta do. Ah, oh, damn. That dead eye just popped off that damn line. Oh, here we go again. Can't even use those up. It'll be short as a nickel short. Well, we're gonna come over and get another one. Boy, I hope they give me some more of these extra ones they give you. Well, I'm not lost, Mr. Question. Just got to do it over again. Okay, here we go. Back on track. I can know where that dead eye went. There it is. It's over here. That's good. No, it's not either. There goes that one. I will find it. After tonight's video, I'm gonna go ahead and make a look for it. I can't be running out of these damn deadlines. I need it really bad. Lose the stiffness. Now, got it here now. I'm going to turn it on so I can see it. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Hold that, please clip it off there from the seized. Okay, good. Now, get the other one on there. We're making progress now, fellas. I still got to find that dead eye came off there. See it on the deck or it's in this, somewhere in this vicinity. Ah, I found it. Right side of that shutter bay. Ah, got it. Good save. I kept running out of those, keep taking them out of that box because I don't know how many they gave me. Sometimes Billings is pretty good by giving little extra fittings on it because they know you're going to lose a couple of them. If I was a kit manufacturer, I'd give you a little more than what you need, especially $400 a pop for a ship like this, for any kit. But they know you're going to make a mistake. Okay, boy, the old mouse was like a harpoon. They're going to watch out. I don't want to poke that. I got to turn over this side and get this side here going on. Okay, righto. Going good now, boys. Going good now. Get some beeswax over here. Beeswax is the line to give you, to use. Go to Michael's or go to Hobby Lobby and get your corded shirt, guys. You got some good polyester. Is a lot better than that cotton. But it shows the twinings of the line. It looks like rope. Cotton is it frayed a lot. It's not good. I don't like the cordless you give you in the Billings kit. It's all white cotton. You got to dye that stuff, and it's too much work. While you go to Hobby Lobby and sell some better stuff with better quality. Okay. Okay, good knot there. Always put, because ACC, you put it on the end of your thread, it gets hard, it's like a needle. Make sure it's well saturated. Excellent. Okay. Oh, that's wonderful. Wonderful. Good and taut a little bit here, not too much. Like I say, you don't over tighten these things because these are plastic fittings. They got those little. Those little tweezers don't got too much strength to them. They don't hold on like these forceps do. These forceps got strength. Okay. I don't season them off on the line. Excellent. Okay, excellent. I always like to work with port to starboard. Swing around the port. Move these tools out of the way. I got to get my shop going. I got the boards all cut, ready to go. Well, Frankie's just been lazy lately. I don't like his laziness I'm going through. Okay. Because these will tighten once I get the backstays on this thing. So the forestays, you don't make them too tight. If you make them too tight, they'll snap in your eyes out when you make adjustments. You got to adjust these things as you go along. I'm like Bruce, a mystic modeler from the garage. Him not only ones that get a lot of enjoyment on rigging. Rigging is very enjoyable to do, especially work on these things. You can see the progress as it starts to look like a real ship when it's all done. Okay, that goes up to the right. Up to your doublings right here. Since it's a big ship, I got to stand up. Now goes the doubling to the top gallant on your mast. When you had your forestays, you don't want them too tight. You don't want these too tight because you make them too tight, you won't have enough for the canton of the mat, swept of the mats when you put your backstays on there. Run through your eye, the slip knot. laying these on top of the cross trestle trees up there. Just as doubling across top of the other one because you want to make sure they're good and neat. There's got to be ship shape when you build these things. Just like that. You tighten up on it like here. Excellent. There. You see the rigging's at. Yeah, one more to the top doubling. Up to the top of the mast band. I drop for a second. Where's my suspect? Oh, here it is. Cannot escape me. Good old root beer. Okay, we'll check the chat board here, guys. I haven't watched the chat board coming in. I know you fellas are commenting on me and things. Or in general, having conversations with each other, which is fine. It's hard to be a bill of thing, and also address the chat board. But I do answer them like I'm doing right now. Check and see who's on there. I know Chuck Pappy, he's on. Bruce is still here. And we got Dingy. Welcome aboard, Dingy. How you doing, buddy? You still work on your hang along tanks? Blood pressure pills. Got one left. I'm screwed after that. That's exactly what I do, guys. My two wives I had. I lost all two of my wives. My first wife I was married 30 years to. That'd be Brenda. And my second wife I was married 25 years. So I got about 50, 60 years of marriages. And all my wives do say, why do you buy two or three of the same thing? So you never know how this world works. Prices go up on them. If I want to make them no more, keep them in your stash. You may want to result to another one, make it better than one before. It's always good to have to buy two or three of the same thing, guys. That's what I always do. And that way you got them. I got one hell of a stash in my main storage I have in Ohio. I got to get it up here. I got a good supply here in this room, not very many. Probably got about a total of models. Probably got about 40 kits in here, maybe a little more than that. And a good dozen of them need to be finished up on. Got my fletcher. I got to put the railings and rigging in that. That'll be done. I got the cutty sark up there, the 1964 cutty sark that I bought back in that day. It needs to be rigged. I got my big Trumpeter 1/200 scale USS Iowa, the big stick. That needs photo etch on it, rigging, float planes, OS2U float planes to give you. And also a miscellaneous small parts like a 20 millimeter anti-aircraft gun shields, blister shields that you put on there. And yeah, a few small parts, that's about it. It's ready to be done. I'll probably so we got fall coming up, which fall's already came in already now. I imagine these beggars night probably be tomorrow. And be careful about beggars night, kids, children. Take your kids with you when you go beggars night. Don't leave them alone because this world is very untrustworthy nowadays. You know what they run into. You got a lot of crazy people out there don't have the wits among themselves. And be sure to take your children. Make sure you get an appropriate neighborhood to go to. When I was a kid growing up, we never had problems like that. We did. We had a method. It's called home security. Home security came with like our dads. My dad always told us kids, you see somebody walk around with their eyes like this, hey, how you doing? They're crazy. You stay away from them. You see people like that, you know, years ago, my generation was a generation of observant people, observation. People that see people like that, they already got reported and turned in. So we got a guy over here with his eyes popped out. Looks like he's about 2 cans short of a 6-pack of beer. And I don't want around my neighborhood, and they come and get the guy. And closes down these mental institutions, another big problem they have. You can thank Bill Clinton for that. And that's why we've got a lot of problems in this country. You've got a lot of problems in this country, as we witness every day in and day out, night in and night out. You got all these wackos like you see on YouTube, people at these buffets and uncivilized society like that. It comes from home. They got mental problems and never been addressed. You can't maintain a healthy society with a bunch of mental patients running loose. So you got beggars night. We all got children. I got great grandkids and grandchildren. And I worry very dearly over them, like you all worry about your children and your family too. So you can't take the spirit of Christmas away from them, and Thanksgiving and also Halloween, because kids are children. Children got to be children. You're only a child once in life. You got to enjoy your childhood before you become an adult. Then you can pass on to your children how good you had it, like I did with mine. And so we got Halloween coming out. Imagine tomorrow's is the 31st of October. We got November coming in, and you got Beggar's Night probably tomorrow. So take your children out, make sure they got parental guidance. And of course, if you got an older child in the family and has sense, which I think they do, make sure you go to a good neighborhood where you'll be treated well. Okay, that's my 2 bits in for Halloween. Okay, we got 7 watching, 3 thumbs up. I'm gonna have to swig my root beer and get back on the forestays. When I get swept back, oh, that'd be perfect. Gotta take all that slack out of there. Like I say, you don't over tighten these things. You over tighten like that. I'm gonna show you guys something I'm talking about. I don't know how good this thing puts up. Let me get this my big mitts away. These are the dead eyes that gave me the kit. Up here, see a little ring right there? This is plastic. You pass a line through your eyelid of your dead eye right there, and you keep them over tight like that. These things will snap. They'll break. It'll come off. Same thing on the Vel Cutty Sark, the Kearsarge, the Alabama, the Pedro Nunes, and the Tonopole. All these drill kits. These only you can't over tighten using these on. They're just taut enough so that they're tight, the slack taken out. And we work on forestays on these things, which we're doing right now. Make sure they ain't too tight in there because you can adjust your mast. With a swept of the mast, we'll take out the slack out of there. And eventually the whole model will tighten up. This is tight right here. It's going to get tight because once I put pressure against that, it makes it tight all the way. Forestays first, the back stays last. When you put your forestays on, make sure they're not too tight. They have just enough play in them. They'll tighten up when you pull your mast back. That's why I don't glue my mask in until everything's secure, because you can always adjust your mask all the time. Again, don't over tighten because you'll snap these eyelets on top of your line passes through. That's why you gotta be very careful. Okay, what was I? I got one more forestay that completes the forestay and the main mast. And now I'll let the backstage to come on there. Yeah. I made a video of this today about the plans and everything like that. Anybody is going to build one of these Jylland kits, I don't think everybody has really got the interest to build something like this. Those that do, the treatment of the plans, this thing is a lot to desire. I mean, building, I mentioned the first, they made two models of the Jylland by Billings. I guess the old kit is probably a lot more illustrative how the rigging is, but the rigging plans of this ain't nothing. They only show you so much where things go. But like I say, always use research. We all have the internet. We all have a search engine. So use a search engine on Wikipedia, Google, or YouTube. You can discern a lot of detail in there that's not on each of your plans. If it wasn't for the internet, that bowsprit on my Jylland would not be rigged appropriately the way it's supposed to be. That was appropriately rigged the way it's supposed to be because I use research on it. You can't trust plans all the time. They're infallible. They really are. They're fallible. Okay. I'm going to clip up an excess line. Good, ready to snip. That's ready to snip up there too. I'll go ahead and do the last forestay up there to the top mast band gallant, mast band cap on the foremast up the top of the top gallant on the masthead. And then we're going to work on the backstage. That's going to be fun. Big model like this, you got to stand up. This thing's almost 4 feet long. It's about 4 feet long, I'm thinking. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh. was close. That's called live action, guys. Nothing broke. Everything's fine. Adjust this a little more here. Alrighty, we got that. I got one more force to put it there. What I'm going to do, I got my scroll saw over here. I'm going to make the whole new base stand to this thing. I ain't too pleased with the kit when they give you the kit here. It's too small to accept a hole this big. That's why it teeters all the time. It works if you leave it alone. But the model should not be moving around when it's on its base stand. Okay, we got plenty there. And I've got my Dean's Marine SS Melody 2. It's a tramp steamer of 1918, radio control. And so I'll probably bring that out too, get the railings installed on it and the rigging. And I'm gonna I got my motor in it right now, servos now. All I need is a receiver, and a speed control. I think it's ready to roll. Okay, it goes on top of the mast band. Right on that doubling right across here. Rock and roll then. Pass the either the slip knot, choke up my slip knot. So you pull on it, it's gonna be nice and tight, just like that. I like to put some music on here like that, but I don't know if it'll pick up or not. The last time I was up at static, and a couple of my subscribers said, if I turn that music off, it's interfering with your audio. Okay. Beautiful. Now it's time for the backstays. That's gonna be time consuming right there. I gotta put chains in and everything. I got one of those dead eyes on deck. I know that. Right there. That's a big one. I got a small here somewhere. Here's the yellow one. Do that first. Okay, the chain's over here. It's a good chain, guys. Go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's. They got rolls and rolls of this modeling chain. Oh, two more. Yeah. Make some little small holes here. Run your eye pins through there. Hook up your chains to it. Now, excellent. Let me show you guys something. Well, I'll put those down. Here they are. Now, these are called chain plates. These are called chain plates. What chain plates do, they fit on your channels and they go down to your hull. But on the real Jylland, they use chains, not these here. So I'm not going to use these on this kit. I will save these. I will not throw these out because I'm quite certain I can use these on other stuff. Again, you gotta rely on your research to make it right, guys. Like I said, we all have internet here. Don't be bashful to use it because you're gonna have people out there who are rivet counters. They're gonna make sure everything's up to kosher, up to snuff. Although it's not my fault, I didn't design this model. I will not use these. I use chain, and I show you how they go, how it works, like it's done. Now, I only use these for measurements. My dividers, they're really metal. They don't hurt nothing when you run through wood. If you can find a prick punch that is really small, almost needle-like, you punch little lines like that. You can run your any of your dividers or prick punch in the same circumference as these are. Then you run your pencil there and hook it, you run your chain through it too. I'll show you how it's done. I'll cut a piece of chain out. These are tedious, but they work very well. These little eye pins they give you. You can run your chain to the eye, you run to your hull. I'll show you. This goes inside your hull, and your dead eyes hook up to here. You'll see them as I install them in the kit. They're not difficult to install. This tedious because you gotta cut the chain and feed it through the eyelet. Install it to your model. That's the tedious part of it. Number two. Excellent. Two more to go. We'll do the other side. La 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 la. You can open his eye a little bit, be able to pull a chain through there. Just close them up and get done. They fit really nice in those holes you punch through with using that dividers. They go no problem. One more to go. When you get done, use your cryolite glue and a little bit of glue with hook upside your hull, your pins. Number 4. Oh, wonderful. That's all wonderfulness right there. Good. Now, you season it off with some cryolite glue. While it's drying over there, this side here, over the starboard side, do the same thing you did on the port side. You're ready to do some rigging. I coaxed my son-in-law to take me down to Hobby Lobby tomorrow so I get some modeling supplies. He always calls me Mr. Frank. I don't mind that. Call me anything you want to, as long as you don't call me late for chow. Wonderful. Now, I'm going to take the camera out and show you what I did. Give you guys an idea of what you were running into. We decided to build one of these puppies. Then release this camera from my stand. See it right there? Punch your hole, you're in your holes through there. Make sure the uniform is straight. Then you put you feed your eyelets for your pins and your chains. Remove your hole, and you pack them out with cryolite glue, nice and strong. Then you turn around and put the chain plates and glue them up to your channels like this. Then you tie your dead eyes to it. And right there, my friend, you guys got yourself that's how it's done. The right way. Okay, everything's going smoothly, guys. We got the 4 stays all done on the main list. Oh, it's gonna come out lovely. I'll pick this puppy up, swing it out to the starboard side, and do the same there. Because I got to rig the starboard to get the coke out of the way if I knock that over. Alrighty then. Because I know one thing, I'll make me a whole new stand for this thing. I'll glue over here. Carbide glue over here. And I gotta pick this thing up and reposition it stand. Looks like this. Yeah, now we're cooking turkey. Now we're cooking those turkeys. Lay this over here. Stepping off this tripod here, this webcam right here. I'll take a look at the chat boys we got going on here. I haven't paid attention to the chat. Yep, today's the 31st. You're right. I thought Friday was the 31st. So I guess tomorrow is Beggars. I heard nothing about Beggars Night. I figured it'd be at least tonight or. Yeah. This kid ain't nothing to write home about. Tell you the truth, fellas. Yeah, for $400 to give you some wooden Deadeye blocks and stuff. I got some good model shipway kits and blue jacket kits. They got a lot of wood blocks. But these here they give cheap plastic. Plastic is okay, but doing stuff like this, you got to have. Since it's a wood kit, you got to have something that goes with it very well instead of plastic. That's my only con with this kit is because of those reasons right there. Okay, we're one of the dividers over here. So the same thing I did on the port side and do it on the starboard. Let's try like glue out of the way. These pens there. I won't lose none of those pens. Other than well, they'll give you enough of them. That's what I hate about these manufacturers nowadays. You pay big money for stuff like that. You usually get your money's worth. They don't see it that way. They say, "What's money? Nothing. No value to it." But to a working man like us, who have bills to pay, it's a lot of money. Okay, right here. Excellent. Like I say, these masts ain't glued down. I never glued masts down until the rigging is achieved. All standing rigging, not going to be the roof through there. That way you can adjust things. They got to be adjusted. I get a lot of people commenting on this thing from Denmark. I mentioned on my video about in the Ebeltoft, Denmark, where the ship resides at. It's in a copper dam kind of display. It never go to the water again. The hull's too shot. It'll take a lot of money to get that thing back to stuff. I think back in time, get that thing seaworthy again. It's a museum ship. It's old. It's part of Danish history. This thing participated in the Great War between Germany and over the Battle of Heligoland. And I was watching. I'm like I say, I come from a generation of observation. And I observe a lot of stuff. They're so different compared to us. Human element style. Very healthy society from what I could see. Like I say, Danes are the European people, and they're actually an Aryan race more than anything. They come from the Vikings. And they're very good people. You don't want to piss them off. They go above the isle more. So the length of past the other island. Good. Got that tied. Excellent. Well, that's good. Two installed. We got two more to go. Also, next to the Jylland, they have a museum there. Got a couple of the models there. We tell the building kits like this one. Okay. Close up the eye, so a chain link will come out of there. Good, ain't going nowhere, buddy. That thing's like rock and roll, there to stay. One more to go, boys. Then we're ready for some rigging. Take this chain back over here carefully. I'll put that in the box after the video. I want nothing. I got a very bad habit of overcrowding my workbench here. I'll try to keep all the stuff I don't need at the side, so I won't get in my way. I'm done using these bad boys. One more eye pin, one more chain link go through. We'll back off with some crazy glue. We'll take a break. We'll start rigging this thing up. Excellent. That worked good. Wonderful. Wonderful. Excellent. The last one, we'll back off from ACC. Take a break. Beautiful. It's all in there, guys. All there. Take the camera over here so you can see what old Frankie they just got done doing. That's the problem with this kit. I thought about the same thing, Pappy. They should have given you gun deck on here and your spar deck. They don't. When you get the bulkheads up like that, the main deck just fits right up flush on top of the bulkheads. You could do that, but it'll take a lot of work. You have to chop off a lot of wood and stuff and make a gun deck and everything. Be more work where you bargained for. I thought of that too. That's why on the original kit they give you these called half cannons with locating pins in them. You can drill holes to your shutter bays and glue your cannons on the side, like on the Norse glove they got. This kit they don't do that. They just give you 12 cannons and 12 cartridges, gun carriages. That's it. They shy you 4 gun carriages. And my kit right here, they shied me 1 cannon, so I had to send away for a cannon for this thing. Like I say, it was $400, you know. I don't know, man. It's a good model. I guess it's designer things. Billings, I like the old Billings better how they used to make the kits years ago, how they made them. You got to cut parts out with the coping saw, the jigsaw and stuff. A lot of building do before you assemble it. It gives you something to do. But these things here, they just they try to keep up with the company compatible. With the art of laser cutting, they try to make everything like everything else nowadays is. But they just kept their style before. That's the problem. A lot of modelers don't want to do that. They don't like the extra work by cutting out parts and making things fit right and stuff. Modelers today don't have the patience. I have the patience of a turkey vulture and an oyster all at once. When you're building models like this, you got to have patience and lots of it. Model shipbuilding is a time-consuming hobby. Okay, take a break, let that dry. I backed them up. The ACC glue's already. Check this mast first. Yeah, this side's got to be done first. Yep. Always beeswax my thread. Oh, wow, that block's busted. Can use that one. Nice. Okay. Up to the doublings up here. Glue this chain. Okay, got that on there. Excellent. I can save that. Okay. I need to tie that dead eye up to that chain plate. Good on top of the channels. Yep, pass that line. That chain is like it says in the Bible. It's easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than a rich man to enter the kingdom of God. All righty then. Okay, got two on there. There we go. Currently, it was still a little wet, so I got to let that dry before I do any rigging, because I'll be tugging that bad boy. All right. Okay, one more to go. Dry. Then we start drinking the backstay on this thing. We'll go to the port side. We're pretty much on schedule tonight, guys. Double block there. Another combo. Yeah. A little more Carla do there. That's for safety. Uh-oh. All right. See that on screw on. It's not. It was. Yep. The other that's how it goes. Oh yeah. Wonderful. See how far that chain goes up the chain plate. Good. Okay, good there. Excellent. This is the last one here, guys. Let's stay here for a couple minutes. We'll start breaking this thing up. Okay, wait a minute now. That don't go there. That's a block. Say you have the other side there. I need a single block. A double block on there, and then a single one. Right there. Right there. Drill a crew line top of the channel. We'll hook up a tackle to it. For the last backstay, we've got a block on there. They can adjust the top gallant sail, the top gallant mast. Okay. Now, we have a block through there. It's supposed to be. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Slack more on it. Okay. There. Excellent. Okay, take about a 5 minute break, let that dry, and then we'll go ahead and start rigging up the backstays on this on the starboard side. We'll do the same thing on the port side. That'd be it for the video tonight. Check the chat board, see what's going on. In review, we have 4 watching, 5 thumbs up. If any of you fellas work on anything right now, or you're just grilling and chilling? Oh yeah, today, dang, I took my headlong Sherman tank out for a good runabout today. I got a back of my house over here. It's like a pit. My son-in-law, we're going to build another extension building next to this one, make it a little bigger than what I got now. And it's always mountainous terrain. It's excellent. That tank, I ran that tank about 3 hours a day. I stretch your legs a day. I had such a good time with these model tanks, especially these radio control tanks. Those headlong tanks are very good, guys. I highly recommend anybody's into model tanks, radio control tanks. They're the best. They're pricey, but they're good. I think they're worth their weight in gold. Here. Oh, thank you, buddy. You sit there and relax, Nicky. I mean, uh, is that Stuart Models right there? Let me see here. Yeah, still, my buddy Stuart. Stu. How you doing, Stu? Everything's fine here, buddy. I'm just enjoying working on my stuff. I want to tell you something, guys. This stuff keeps me going. It's my models. If it wasn't these models, I'll be out of my gourd. And I'm enjoying my life now. I'm really doing my dream. I always want to do is just build models, spend my life building these things. Excellent. Okay. We'll give it a couple more minutes, make sure it's good and hard. And we're going to get the backstage done on this thing. I'll take a break here. I've been watching a lot of stuff on YouTube, like watching the discovery of the Bismarck with Dr. Robert Ballard. Also, James Cameron, he's got an excellent video did that too. It's a lot more high fidelity compared to Dr. Ballard's because you had a lot better technology nowadays than they had back then. There's a lot of good ships out there. I like to see if they can discover, like the Leyland liner California, the ship of shame. That didn't acknowledge Titanic as SOS. And the battleship Oklahoma, where it's about at, you know, there's a lot of good stuff out there. They're starting to find a lot of things out there. Like where it intrigues me more than anything is the Bermuda Triangle. They found the Cotopaxi, which was one of the ships they never found in the Bermuda Triangle. I think a lot of ships are lost out there because I think they got some methane gas or something like that. That gas comes off the surface and it just kind of makes everything sink. You lose your buoyancy and everything. On a Cotopaxi was a collier like a Jupiter and a Cyclops. These old colliers made at the turn of the 20th century, and they had a lot of the maintenance on them were not too keen at the time. They found a lot of hatch covers were rusted out and stuff. And of course, you got 2 or 3 volatile seas out there, and the triangle between Florida. You got the Gulf, you got the South Atlantic and the North Atlantic, and the Gulf, the Gulf through there, and it causes different kind of weather patterns with the water and everything, and causes it to sink and stuff. But it's one of those flukes of nature that stuff happens. Eventually, they find it as technology prevails. Like Flight 19, those 5 TBFs, they lost. I think a lot of them probably had navigation problems. Ran out of fuel, probably crashed and burned out there. Eventually, one of these years, they will find them. They will solve that case. Give them a couple more minutes so that ice will dry. I'll be ready to rig them up. Because of building these things, ain't no foot race. So work slow as carefully as you can. Lots of time. Lots of time. I was watching Lindsay's build today. He's doing quite good. I pray for this man. He has lymphoma cancer. Same cancer killed my brother, and it's in remission right now, so it should be okay for a while. But that stuff kicks in, it will just destroy you, like it did my poor brother. You know. My brother lived a rotten death. I had to lose my trailer and everything. I was taking care of him and things, and it was awful what he went through. I miss my brother very much. I showed you I'm getting old, so I lose the family members. You know, we're all getting old. But pretty soon my time will come to you. When it does, it does. It's just part of everybody in this world comes to this world are born to die. Every one of us are. No matter how much you struggle and strive, you're not going to make it out of this world alive. Stay as long as you can, any way you can, and keep your mind healthy. And don't worry about other things. It's all everything's in God's hands and God's plan. God will take care of things. He will. He always does. He took care of me. It was like Stu says. I was watching on Stu's modeling. He did a shout out on me. He touched my heart very much when he made a shout out on me about. He says, "When you go down, don't know where to go but go up." And I did. I go up. My family's taking good care of me. I've eaten good. I got all my models. I have you fellas. I got nothing to complain about. The only thing I miss in my life more than anything is my independence. And slowly but surely, I'll get that back too. That's coming around the corner. I'm working on that too. My daughter does not want me to work. She goes, "Dad, what do you want to work for?" Because I was always worked all my life. I've been working since I was 5 years old. Because I was helping take care of my family. I was child labor back in those days. My father was overseas all the time and gone. My dad always told me I'm man of the house until he comes home. He sent money home to take care of us. My dad was in the military. And I was the oldest lug of the bunch, so I mowed lawns and had a paper route. I did errands and chores and everything, anything to make a dollar to help feed my family. And I know you got to eat, you got to work. So my daughter said, "I don't want you to work tomorrow, Dad. You stay home." I said, "Okay, but I do want to get my independence back. I need to get out and do things," which I'll do very shortly. And as of now, I'm growing my model building. I got a lot of stuff coming your way, man. A lot of stuff. I got about a few final bills coming up. But like I said on my last video, I made a video of my Jylland today. It wasn't live action video like I'm doing now. It was just a regular video like I normally do put out. And I can't get my B-24 done because I'm running out of modeling materials. I got no way to get to the hobby shop. I have to rely on my daughter and my son-in-law. Right now, I'm out of liquid. Out of clear matte and gloss lacquer and matte lacquer, aerosol or out of the bottle, don't matter. I'm out of that. Oh, I got a couple more things coming in the chat. Let me check, see what's on the chat board here, fellas. Yeah. Okay, I'm ready to go. All right, I think I'm ready to rig this thing up. Like Snuffy Smith says, time's a wasting, time's a wasting. Well, it ain't time's a wasting, it's time for it to dry before you do anything. When time comes to waste is you don't let it dry properly. And you go full head speed ahead of the damn torpedoes, and that's you make mistakes. Okay, want to get back. So I'm rigging this up now. Okay, here we go. Put it on this line so when you pass it to that dead eye, I'm gonna come through. Beautiful. Okay, nice knot there. Put that excess line off that knot. Pass it to my dead eye. I'm ready to rig. Alrighty. Put a little carbide glue on top of the end of my thread here. That way it stiffens up the fibers and it acts like a needle. Okay, here we go. Huh, put enough through it. Man, the blocker. Gosh damn. But I don't know what I gotta do. I'll save that later on or something. Excellent. Okay, here we go. Okay, got that on there. Seize this off all at once. Excellent. Trim off this surplus on here. Excellent. Okay. Grab a little dead eye out of here. It's a block. There. Okay, remove this. Excellent. Okay. We're going off pretty good schedule, guys. Everything's working pretty good tonight. Just like I planned it today. I said, no, we'll do it. I wasn't going to go ahead and do it today anyway, but I said, nah, let's make a live stream on that. Okay. Saturate this end of the thread with some acrylic glue. Wonderful. Let's put it over. Okay, got another dead eye out of here. Single block on double block. Double blocks on deck. Let's got to just rig this one. Alrighty then. God damn. Long enough. Jesus. Who's up and rigging? It's long this time. Good. I'll try this again. See this all that dry. Alrighty. Okay. That's good. Very good. It's good enough. The long piece I had a while ago, let's cut it off. Use it for the doublings. Excellent. Okay, good. Now we got one more to go up there. We can do the sports side now. Oh. Okay, it's one more to go here. That one is block and tackle. And mine all the way top to the top gallant up here. It's just not real quick. Take a break. Cease off. Grab a double block on deck. Beat to this line. Now we're ready to change rigging thread because since it's a hired rigging, we use a regular chain cordage. check the straight. That's good. That's what I want it. Okay, I'm gonna go and get me some white bread right over here. Alrighty then. Check my chat board. Let's see anything new pop up. Okay, we got 4 watching and 5 thumbs up. That's good. We got the same old crew here. Everybody's watching, having a good time. That blade up. Okay. Walk you there. Good. Okay, that was there. Okay, down below the marker by the hole. Let's twist. I can use that. Pull it again. Right. Okay. Gotta do it right. belaying pinch. Work. Check a line with the mast. That's good. It's real good. Very tight. Oh yeah, it's tight. Okay. Get the camera. Show you how much I got done on this thing already. Chains are all on, chain plates are on, nice and tight, like what it's supposed to be. Got the combos on there. Up top, just like right there on the cover side. Okay. Three hours and 16 minutes. Boy, I'm on tonight. Okay. Okay, guys, I think about had to lick myself tonight. I'm ready to hit the part sack myself. I was really hoping I'll be able to have this backstage done on the maintenance, but I got pretty much on the maintenance done already. I'm going to work on the port side. So I'll do that probably off camera tomorrow. We'll try to refresh on the business tomorrow. Okay. I'll turn this big girl around a little bit. Oh, I think it's big. I think my name is, they'll start calling me Mr. Big. Mr. Big because I build big ship models. Oh boy. Yeah, that mask on good. I like that. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. That's straight. Okay, but I think I'm ready to bail out of here now. I'm getting a little tuckered out myself. I'll do the rest of this off camera, and tomorrow we'll start afresh on the Mizzimus. And after that'll follow, I'll start working on the gaffs, the spanker, get that all rigged up. And after that, will be the shrouds and the rat lines on there. Then we'll go with the yards. And we're moving quite along with this old girl. The Jylland is looking really nice. The pride of Denmark. Okay. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. I'm very deeply honored each one of you fellows out there. I appreciate it very much. I was mean to make this video very super long, but it's worthwhile because I'm putting time in this thing. And you guys get none of the video, but watch me, which makes me a very happy man. And remember, like I said, before I close off tonight, I'd like to make sure you guys go to the store, watch around, because you got a lot of crazy people out there that have no shame. They're brazen. And you take your children, if there's beggars night going on, I heard nothing about beggars night out here. So if you got beggars night going on, make sure you take your kids and supervise, you watch them. And if you got any kids in your family that are old, and could consume responsibility, that'll be fine too. Watch your children and take care of yourself, guys. God bless you. And say your prayers. Make mama happy. Take care of the little ones. Stay focused when you drive. Be aware of your surroundings. Like old Stu Avery or Steve Models always says, which is the best word I've ever heard. Let's go get crazy. Because it's fall now. And pretty soon it'll be winter time, snowball time to come around the corner. That promotes a lot of model building weather and the comforts of cheer and joys. Okay, I'm out of here. This is Frankie Day Model signing off. We'll catch you great fellas later. We'll catch you tomorrow on live stream. It'll be on the Mizzimus. We'll probably if I get the Mizzimus all done in time, like the way it's supposed to be, I'll be able to start rigging those spankers up and everything. Okay, I'm out of here, guys. Zip for the Jylland, zip for Frankie Day, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow. God bless everybody. And take good care of yourselves. We'll see you tomorrow and say your prayers. Bye, boys. Good night, everybody. Take care.